Just wait. Hello, hello. Let me paste the link to the Discord. After that, we start today's stream. Okay. So, hello. Fine. Actually, the mic is coming. What have you covered till now in DSA? That's the course set better on course set. Hello, Scarlett. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Neeraj. Welcome to the stream. What have you covered till now in DSA? I have covered arrays, vectors, strings, and 2D arrays. Right now, I'm on recursion. If you talk about algorithms, I think I've done bunny search. And if you talk about like named algorithms, I've covered. Yeah. There is a list that I've covered. I follow a different roadmap, which okay. So who is he? So he did completed his Monstack on live, or it's something like what he does. He has complete okay playlist. Okay. So like why you shown this to me? Like have you learned from this? This was your resource for Monstack. Mm. Is it you? I think this is you, right? Mm. The videos are compressive with tutorials. It works covering the essential visuals need to create a flexible and responsibly of covered. Okay. So you mean to say this guy has covered these things in a very detailed way, right? That's what he wanted to show. Basic of JS variable. Wait, let me listen to what is how is explaining.
हाँ क्या बोल सकते हैं.
Why should call that? Um, hello, hello, hello. I think there we got English in the audio system. So first I will start the stream of today. So good evening, mates. Today is my day 73 of my DSA journey. In today's stream, we will be solving some new problems. Maybe it will not be based on the curriculum because in the server playlist, I have to cover something else, right? As in the server playlist, like there are some things that I have to cover, like patterns or other things. So it will take time, and in between that time, we can fix some random problems to be solved. It will not be whole random, but we will have to pick some problems. So as concepts needed to be first cleared, the concepts are not that much clear, and I think it will take time. It's just not that we can say that okay, it's not ununderstandable, but it will take time as even we can use VS Code editor, right, to practice the patterns, but we have to connect the concepts with the real world so that we will be able to recall what is happening. Hello, Union, welcome to the stream. And yeah, today I just saw this video, but short, and it was a little bit of. I think it will take time to be understood as concepts. The concept has so many things. Like when we are using recursion in that, it just gets very long, right? And so what about quick sort? So after these, she have picked some problems, or maybe in between I can just see the question here, and we can try to solve it on the live. But for that, I will have to use my mobile phone. I don't know if people will be able to listen to that or not. So what we can do first, I think we should revisit this problem, right, that we have did yesterday. Summarisms equals k, but in this problem, we will do it, but we will do it using hash map, right, like the optimal approach that we did applied. And in this approach, we have given an array of integer nums and an integer k, which is the total number of subarrays, both sums equals to k. Here, a subarray is we know that is a contiguous part, right, and with non-empty is a sequence of elements within an array. So here what we did, we just created an empty map and we initialized the map zeroth key value with the 1. Means 0 appeared for the one time. Okay, but fine. So we did taken sum and count, and sum will be the prefix sum, the current prefix sum, and count will be the number of count of how many times k was the subarray sum was equals to k, right? So for that we run a for loop on the nums array, and every time we are adding the current prefix sum, like into sum plus equals to nums I. So here it will be one, here it will be two, and like here it will be two, but the prefix sum will be one, right? It was the previous prefix sum, and the current will be two when I will be on the second iteration, and then after that, today new game. Okay, no skill. Today new game. We will see, man. Just there I'm having some problems in like continuing the things because the fever haven't gone away. It's still not leaving the body. The fever is still going on. That's because of that I will even getting confused. Like from where I should continue. Should I just watch this uh, problem how this is being solved? But we did solve subset one with like yeah, we have did this already, but I haven't seen the lecture of it because it was being told by Striver on in this lecture, recursion on subsequences, right? So here, what we are doing, we are checking for previous sum, and previous sum will equals to sum minus k, right? And sum is what? Sum is the current prefix sum, right? So if we find in the map that it's present, then count will increase. Count will increase, and in the count we will add the frequency of that current of that value of the previous prefix sum, right? And if we not find that value, we will just save that value into the map. And next time we will encounter, we will find that we will try to find that value in the map, and yeah, then we are returning the count in the end as the count of subarray, the count of subarray sum, which is equals to k, right? It's here too. Oh, wait, why am I doing it a fast way? Like here, if we are able to find that the previous sum as sum minus k, then it is like behaving as a location, right? That we did understood about yesterday. Even it is not that much clear, but we will if we will do the dry run, thing, it will be clear. So like every time in the sum, we are keep adding the nums I elements, right? And after that, we are checking in the map. If we map in the map, we found sum minus k. Let's suppose we are on this index, right? Third in the second index. So it will be sum will be three, and sum minus k will be three minus two will be one. So one will be present in the map because why it will be present? Because in the first we will add this into the sum, and this will not be executed, right? We will not be able to find one. And then we will add that value in the map with the frequency of one, right? First it will be one. Then we will be on this index, we will be adding two. Some will be two. Then again, we will not be able to find two. Then in that case, okay, wait. Sum minus k, right? Sum minus k will be uh, 2 minus 1 will be 1. So we will be able to find that, and count will increase to 1, right? Then after that, we did know that okay between this sequence we can get that value which will be equal to sum, right? So that means that value is present. After that nums in sum in the sum we will add the current value which will be 1, and it will become 3. Then the map will try to find 3 minus 2 will be 1, and 1 will be present, so it will increase, the count will increase, and we will be this iteration will be end, and in the end we are running the count as this, right? People are getting interested in the games, but I will have to do some studies also, right? That's a very important thing. Okay, so the revisit is done, and this time complexity big of n, as we have already know about it. But you know what I will do? Like after doing recursion, I will again restudy how the time complexity, how we calculate it, or what are the things, as I feel that I haven't done it in a very good way. And there are also some other things that I have to uh, redo. Redo. First problem revisited, but name was some equals k, right? So this is revisited, and now what we can do? I was thinking, should we pick this problem or should we pick another problem? Like we have did set one, right? Set part one. I was thinking, should we take sets? But there, hello there, welcome to the stream. Kunal Kushwaha for Java and DSA. Yeah, it's up to you that if you want to choose that guy, then I think it will be fine. But I follow. I am not follow any single playlist. I just find, like nowadays my approach is like, okay, if I want to study topic, I will just pick some like 3 or 4 YouTubers and just make a have a comparison. After that, I choose a playlist to be stud to that, from where I will study the concept, right? And for recursion, I have picked striver, and I am having some problems, like not so much, but so there are so many concepts. But you can go with, as you're asking for Kunal Kushwaha. I listen that is a he's a very good guy, so you can give him a try. Just make sure that, yeah, there are no big gaps in between the things, right? As before striver, I was following a playlist from Apna College. In that playlist, they were having so many gaps in the learning. Like if we even talk about loops, they haven't um, explained the loops, how, like, all the things we will find in the loops, or what are the conditions. Like there are so many things. And also they haven't covered, did time complexity, explain the time complexity in a well manner than it should be. And also if we talk about some in Java, I think you know about Java correction framework, right? And in, like I'm doing in C++, it is called as STL containers, but even they haven't covered it in a good way. That's why I just left this playlist. And now, right now, I'm just doing recursion from Striver, and it is just as you can see, it's a specific playlist just on recursion, right? I have not picked the Striver A to Z sheet, sorry, Striver A to Z course, right? This is the course. Hello, Dipto, welcome to the stream. So you can do like it, this, right? Like there are so many things. If you will get a go and find the essay guidance, then guidance videos, then you will find out that, okay, data structures are different and algorithms are different, so we can study it in a separate manner. Like there are things we, and even if we talk about DSA, there are not so many things like we have to study, right? We have time, if we have time, so we can, like there are not unlimited things that we have to study about. There are some limited topics. Kunal Kushwaha in Big 2026. Labruskip. What does it mean? I listened that Kunal Kushwaha's recursion playlist is very good. There was a, like 2 3 people came who told me about that, but I haven't. I just have watched, I think, one lecture of him, but not of that. So shit. Yeah. Even I think, Coder Army. Yeah, Coder Army is also a very. I have listened about that. But Parlovit Pratyush, he have even told about, yeah, he have been like he studied from Striver. Like he have mentioned in some of videos from where he did learn DSA, right? So, but right now I'm liking Striver. The way Striver is explaining the things, not showing the code, right? It is just he said that it is language dependent. Anyone can study, and the way he explained the topics, it's very hardcore. I'm new. I'm just. I think I've picked the playlist of Recursion. That's why it's getting heavy. If I would have followed this from the day one, I think that would have been a good thing. But yeah, I think I can pick some random videos, maybe on time complexity. I can see this video or other videos where I find that okay, there is a gap. I have to fill that gap. Mm, okay, there's a problem which has been pending, I think, from a long time. That is wiggle sort, right? We can pick that. Reverse vowels. Um, yes, yes. So, what is your question? I read with Pratyush also. What with Pratyush also do not share code, just one pattern, five things. Sometimes just basic math and basic not very fine. CTO has got the theory basic pattern. He is best plus his drivers time something. Okay. So do you know about the oxygen? The oxygen. What is it? The, okay. No man, I haven't seen this before. Software documentation from source code. Is it like used for maintaining the logs? Like when did it made an update or like is it something like that? Hmm. But I think this is also available. Like why you want to use this just as a specific tool, right? As I have seen, I think there's it is also available in when we use those IDs, right? Like if we use cursor. nursery or other ID. I think that's also available in those. Why you do YouTube? It affects study. No man, I think you have came on like these days, right? You have came on my channel recently, like I think 2 or 3 days ago, right? That's you are watching me. Like I'm not in the flow, like the flow which I was maintaining from the. But from some days, I think the flow is not being maintained because of there are some concepts that are still needed to be understood. That's why I'm not just pushing it in a very fast way. I just want to get it into my head, and even if a part of it is just getting in my head, that will be good. Mm. And between, I think you guys already know that I have got some fever, and still okay. Today's day 4, like after we got the fever, and still the fever has not gone away. As you know, the weather is changing a lot. No, no, it is just it's upon my choice if I want to reply to someone or not. Let's like I can as you have seen yesterday, the stream was getting a little bit interactive, but I thought yeah I have to end it as we just got into the flow, but the control is somewhat it is in my hands, right? Like if I want to just focus on the studies, then that will not be a matter. Sharma. He's from Namaste JavaScript. You're talking about that guy. Okay, Sarthak have launched a new course, right? Where he's teaching JavaScript alone. I think he have 3 episodes have already been done. I think that I should do the streams like for the next 2 or 3 days for in a just for a less amount of time, right? And after ending the stream, I should first cover these lectures in a good way, so that when I come again, I should be able to discuss something or explain something or do something new. Best, I am watching Best. He works on Sharians. Yeah, I've seen Sarthak's video on HTML, right? And but here I follow for JavaScript. Who I followed from starting was from this playlist, right? You know this guy. This I think he's the main guy on this Sharian's YouTube channel. And I've covered this lecture, but I have to do the practice, right? Variables and declaration. We can start with this, and there are 7 parts, so we can do it in I think 7 streams, 7 in a week. We can complete this. Not in a week. We can do it in I think 2 weeks. I think we should go with around 2 weeks, or I think 1 week will be enough. After that, the good parts will start, and we can give it more time to that. Bro, had you done SQL? Hello, Ujjwal, welcome to the stream. No, man, I haven't done SQL. Who? Okay. Yeah, but I've seen some functions of like the I think it was from SQL where we it's based on something sets, right? Like intersection or union or complement. Like there are some type of data. where it was being arranged in a format. I've seen some functions. I think it was on LinkedIn, and I found it okay. It doesn't take that much time to be done. Okay, but yeah, I think it's fine. People can have the expectation. Bro, if you're in first year, there is one suggestion. You have time, so don't try to do everything at once. Currently, you are doing GSA, you are doing well. So master this, please don't mind. Yeah, what's going on, man? Hello, Jake. Welcome to the stream. Just we are having a little bit of chill time. Yeah, and even I found something like I have got a realization again. I think it was when I was just sitting, like having a free time in the fever. When I was having fever, I got to a realization that it is not endless, right? We will not be doing it for an endless amount of time. There should be time where we will just stop doing this and we will just do the revision. And I think that point will be when we will have covered trees and graphs, right? And I think till day 100, we'll have covered recursion. Till day 100, we would have covered recursion in a very good way. Then after that, we will jump onto the web development part. Man, we don't get any type of break, any type of summer break or winter break that you're talking about. There is nothing, thing, type of thing in my college. It's just very different. But I have already pre-planned some things that I haven't talked about regarding college. क्या होता है फर्स्ट सेम के बाद daily routine. What do you do? If you talk about daily routine nowadays, like before this, I was into web development, but right now I just watch lectures. And from the past 2 3 days, I was having fever, so that's why I haven't like picked some new. I think new. I was not able to pick some new problems or discuss about a new topic because the fever was just letting me not get up when you wake up and what do college time out. Man, we do have like the college classes are arranged on Saturdays like weekends, and there have been the classes have been done for 2 times, right? But I haven't taken the classes yet. Like I have taken one or two classes, but not like it's also available in a recorded format. But before starting the college, I did a preparation for the subjects, in advanced manner. If we talk about maths, it's just because of the flexibility, like because of it have some like it's based on assumption that people are working or people don't have time to join the classes, so that's scheduled as per uh, those scenarios. No, there is no. That's why I've picked this that so that I should have not to be maintaining the things and I should be able to focus on these things first. And And for the higher studies, I will be going offline. It is just offline for now. I'm also going for study now. So see you later. Maybe in 1 2 hours later, if you study live after my study, then I will join you. Okay. Damn good college. You study in morning also. Man, the time is not fixed. Because if people just focus on work-life balance again and again, just then it will just become okay. That just gives stress. And because everyone have different factors. Some people have factors or times which is a variable, right? Time can vary for people to people. Hello, Thava, what's the agenda today? Hello, Vedant. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. No, if you will go with the online course, online one. No, man. No, just what I do here is just when I open LeetCode or any other platform, I just try to document. Okay, I have to solve this problem on the live. So it is just limited to that. And even I think you guys have seen, if you will go and watch the previous videos, right? Then you will find out, okay, how this guy was doing the things. Just yeah, there is a coincidence that happened in between when I did started with the recursion. Is that I got fever, you know, and even I picked some problems before even watching the videos. Whether you call it as Fibonacci or power of three, it was just taken by me. Uh, Man, it is already its fees is very low. If you just try and search about the online program. Agenda of today is to I was thinking to pick this maybe this problem we will solve, or I don't know, man. I came on the stream. I just there was nothing planned today, and in the playlist there is some things that I have to understand first. After that, we can come on to new problems. Or there is a problem that we can pick today that's pending from a very long time. Man, sometimes it feels very blank. Okay, man. If I have thought about going to the distance, but it was not that good. They don't provide that much services in a very good way, and even there we have scams. So that's why. Okay, leave that. Mm, Okay, let's pick this problem. We will solve for a second. Ah, yes, sir, you're doing DSA in your first year. That is good thing. This means maybe you're targeting the company like product based company, but all but less than DSA build your logics. But there are also important like it is. You don't use that which language you choose. Choose Python, then you can go with design of Flask. That are this is backend. You know what's happening here? Like from the past 2 days is that before starting the streams, I thought I think about okay from where I will be starting. That's I'm having some problem in that because just there don't know why how it just happened. That's why you are seeing me. I'm just very silent nowadays, right? So in the vehicle short second, what we have to do, I think we have just listen this to. Here, what we have to do, we have to place values, on odd indexes. The value which will be odd indexes should be wait, like nums 0 should be less than nums 1, like the odd value, right? And like odd index value and odd index value should be more than nums third value, right? And third value should be less than fourth value, less than or equal. But here it is equal to. Okay, leave that. Okay, now let's pick that problem, right? Based on recursion. Let's try to do it. And even Striver will teach about that. But what we can do is we can try it myself. Like there was a condition which I was getting in my mind for subset two, and even subset one lecture is being pending to be done. But we can stop, right? Like we can stop. So subset two, we will pick that subset two, subsets two. And if we see the subset one, right? Here we also have to do take non-take, but the thing will be a little bit different from which what we did previously, right? So for that, we can even use the chat GPT to understand as Stravel also uh, explain that, right? But first we will try our own approach, like if that will work or not. If not, then it's also fine. right? So we'll start subset one. Okay. Mumbai is expensive. Hey man, I'm not telling you that stop DSA and do something development. I'm sharing my okay, just sharing my some knowledge. What company expect from you? Yeah. No, I will be starting with web development very soon. Uh, there are some plans which I do in the background when I'm not on the live. I first try to see some patterns whenever like this topic was started. Okay, in between there were some things that were going up in the background which people don't know about. And as after I found Striver, I have some things in my mind which I have to recover, like which I have to relearn. So for that, just this recursion things needed to be end in a very good way. After that, we can start with those new things, and even with we can continue web development in a very good way. Hey, what about you, Jake? Are you in the college, right? You haven't told about yourself, or maybe I just have forget. Then you're on right path. You're gonna crack the companies. Okay. Like I have seen people, why people are in very so much hurry, right? Like why just they want to crack big companies in just the first attempt, right? Like their why just their first target is just the big companies. Like why are they trying to rush into the things, right? You know what is my plan is like. I've seen things like I have got a basic idea about what I do here is I had done some topics and now on recursion even I will do this and I know that there will be some gaps. There will be some gaps in that and there are also some like big gaps in the learning that I have did right. But we know that there are only limited concepts in DSA, right? That people just don't think about a lot of time and they find out okay this is just unlimited and we have to do it all day all day long, but that's not the case. And what companies you are like you will be targeting for yourself, like what is your plan for like after completing the MCA or are you already applying for the jobs? Today I was watching a video from Neat Code, right? Yeah, this was the video. In that video, that guy told about how the things can be done, and it was a very good video. So let's start with this. Like you don't give me the, but I think that we what we have to do in the second part is that like I got intuition that in the not take part we have to modify some things. In the second part, not take, we have to do some modifications because we have to ignore the duplicates. Here, right? Empty one, then one and two, then one two two, and two and two, and a single times two, right? Mm, yes. The KDI you need to we need to make a decision like when I'm not taking an element, should I skip over consecutive duplicates? That's kind of what it function and one socket becomes useful necessary because then duplicates become adjacent. Like when you're targeting with company, that experience will help to gain knowledge what actually is market demand. Think big company. Actually. Man, I like yesterday I was on a stream and there was a guy who did give Amazon interviews. Like he was able to clear the DSA rounds, but there I got to know about a very like he was lacking in communication, right? That's why he got rejected. But he was able to clear like LLD, HLD. Like I don't know what it is, but I think it is some rounds, right? But like he was able to clear all the rounds for the like in the Amazon interview, but he was lacking at the communication part. I think he was from okay. So nums I will be now take and no nums I will be from not take. Oh, that means, isn't it a very easy condition? Like in the else case, we will just push the current array into the list of arrays. Yeah, communication is most important thing because if you make something and you have to explain that with the communication and with the explanation, that is why company says communication is must be there. Yeah. And what do you think about me if I have do JavaScript in a very good manner, like if I become strong in JavaScript, right? And I know basic HTML and CSS. What do you think about me? As if I have covered, suppose for it, hypothetically, if I've covered these topics, right, in DSA, like arrays, strings, or like till recursion, we can assume. So what do you think? Like, what's the status of me? Like if my JavaScript will be stronger till the month of December, am I employable or the case is something else? Like I'm talking about companies with basic rules, right? Like if we talk about TCS, TCS Ninja, TCS Ignite, what do you think about me? As I think you have already seen so many things about companies or jobs or interviews, right? It's why some messages get hidden, man. Okay. Here, what we're doing is understanding if we are able to understand that by self or not. And if not, with us, Trevor is still available. But wait, I will. Okay. Okay. First, we are sending the empty one, right? We set C. Set part two. First, send the empty one. That it will take one for I is equal to index. I less than nums dot size. Okay. Index. Okay. And We are going on every index of the num size, so nums array, and we skip values at the same recursion level. If I is more than index and nums I value is equals to nums I minus 1. Continue. Okay. If nums current nums I values equals to nums I minus 1, then we have to skip and continue. Else we push back that value. Oh, okay. And again we call the function with I plus 1 current and answer. But what about this? That it is doing current dot pop back, but here and first we sorted the nums array. Okay, first we can do this. We can get a list of vector named as this, and this will be a functional recursion as we are returning the answer from the main, not the main. Okay, it will be a parameterized. First, explain me this as I haven't created helper functions that much. Okay, we have time, so we can do this. No. Hello, man. Welcome to the stream. Natik, in which you are go, your number, in which you are, okay. You're talking about the problem. It's subset part two. And just I'm trying to understand it by self first, like using ChatGPT, or even it will be covered by a Striver, but I just haven't watched the video. So, get subset sum. It's a different problem. Mhm. If you're talking about the college, I'm in the first year right now, and just the first semester have started this month. What about you? Don't you feel unmotivated, bro, by seeing the progress? Yeah, it's just we have to enjoy, to enjoy it. Like, okay, it's the thing. The boring days is the most important, where we don't have to skip, right? Even like you can leave not having the lunch for one time, but it's you can assume it as okay. This is more important than that. That even you can not you can leave food for one time, right? Recursion. Hello, SP. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know a little bit of basic recursion. Like if we talk about recursion is basically when a function calls itself again and again until a specific condition is satisfied, right? And that condition is called as the base case. There can be multiple base cases on which the recursion can be stopped, and there are some patterns. Like if we talk about binary search, we can do binary search, a simple binary search, right? Or another ways to apply binary search on an answer. And same with the recursion have so many patterns. That's why people get confused that okay, what type of pattern we have to use in this problem, or what will be the modifications that we will be doing in a specific problem. Loops are better than recursion, right? Yeah, but why do we study recursion? Is that because it develops our recursive thinking? That what I have got to know about. But sometimes I think recursion is also important in some problems, as it develops our brain to think in a recursive way. Till now, I have just got to know about this thing. All right. Here I am not trying to copy the code. I'm just trying to understand what is happening, right? Because we did have done a similar problem before it. It was subset one. Just there are some modifications needed. So I was thinking, what will be those modifications? Uh, it's happening here, man. It should not be happening here. Like, okay. Like an interview, if we solve any problem in recursion, then it's good. Yeah, if it's being specifically asked about, okay, you have to do with it with recursion, then we will have to be prepared for that. But before starting with the problem, first you will have to explain it to the interviewer. Like I think, like what will be your approach, what how the approach will work, or what will be the edge cases that is coming in your mind. And there are so many things that first you will have to explain about. After that, you will be able to write the code. I think it's not for all the it is not being done all the companies, but how much lead code problems did you solve? Um, Around 104 I've solved till now, but it could have been even more than that. But right now, for from the past few days, I just thought, okay, why we are doing it in a very fast way? It's not even needed, right? And like you can even find if you open any problem, it can be solved using two or three approaches. So why we are uh, right? And for the companies or the interviews, we have to focus on some topics that are being asked again and again, and but those topics which are being asked again and again, before that, first we have to understand about the basics, right? That's why, like, there are some things that we have to first have some research about, that we can do it in a way that is needed for the interview. But just people uh, think that yeah, okay, there will be a playlist, we will just pick that playlist and everything will be sorted, and we will just get the things in our hand and just in a plate. But it's not like that. Are you student which year? I'm in the first year right now. Just the first semester have started this month. Okay. And what about you? Okay, this is the function, and here we did chords function. This function calls, these things are happening. In the function call, we pass nums um, 0. What this line is doing, I think it is passed as a parameter, right? Return type function name input. It's really great, man. And first year of solving lead code problem. Lead code, don't stop it no matter what. Solve very great. Okay, thanks. And what about you, man? You haven't told about yourself. I'm in final year doing internship. Okay. So, like, how is the internship? Like, what skills that you are required for the internship? As a parameter, I'm in validating. When I was first year, I didn't know about LeetCode. No one was there to give advice. Yeah. Even I didn't found anyone, But I think that if I would have my skills are this JDBC, Hibernate, uh, Spring, Stimulus uses. Okay. Java for the backend. So like you were required all these things for just the internship, or just or we even I think we can do the internship if we are just done the front end, right? Um, Natik, that guy is gone, I think. Hello, Richie Rich. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, man. Yes, I am a backend developer. Still, we need to know basics of yeah. Okay, you're saying that googling, right? Like we have to use uh, even as a parameter. That's what I said, man. Return types. Okay, we can copy this function. This is just a helper function. The main code will be another code, but here we just got the nums, and in the helper function we pass nums index as 0, current as it is an empty vector that we have created, and answer list of vectors, right? And bye bye. You are doing good. Continue doing this work. In between, you may get stuck, but don't give up. You are in the right path. Oh, thanks, man. Uh, Thanks, SP Creations. Bye bye, man. Richie, what about you? I have seen you for the first time on stream. You are a college student or a working guy. Okay, it is returning a list of vector. Name is this, and function name is this, and is the input we have nums right from the main. So we can the other part will not be we will not be copying that. We will just copying this part. We will change the name from Rn, right? And here we will have to what we have to do. We will create a function. As a function, we have to pass these, right? We have passed nums index current and the answer vector list of vectors, right? So we can copy these to save some time. We pass nums with a reference and index and current with a reference and answer with also reference, right? So because when we will return the answer should be that answer that we have modified, the modification that they have done in the answer list of factors should be reflected in the answer. That's why we did use the reference, right? So here the function will be closed. Now we can write the function. Mm, It's been a long. In this subset part one, we did if index reaches that we are trying to access that value which is not present. In that case, we did push back the current vector into the answer list of vector, and we did return. Again, after that, those functions will keep doing their job until we don't find all the subsets. And then we first take all the values, right? All the values will be taken, and then 1 to 3 will be in the right. Then don't take part will be executed, and 1 to 3 will become 1 2, and we will have 1 2. Then if we see 1 to 3, then 1 2, then here 1 3 1, and 2 3 2 3, and empty, right? That's how it was happening. What's happening in part 2 is we have to understand this part, but here friend from set part 1, and I think the pattern oh is still just with some modifications. Mhm. Okay, that we got no, but right when it will be empty in the first run. But in this case, we were doing pushback, right, from the nums. But we will be doing that in this or not. Okay. When it will be called again, okay, that's why I plus 1 happened. We have to do the dry run in a very dry run will take time. Just wait. I will be back in 2 minutes. Right. For now, you guys can subscribe to the channel. Right. I don't say it as usual, but I think yes, subscribing is a good thing. People can do subscribe to the channel. So yeah, just subscribe. Oh shit, man, what the? Wait, back. I'm just keeping open this, so if someone comes, so he or she will be able to see, okay, what is going on. Okay. Hello. Is the lighting very low? Just wait, let me change some lighting. Okay. I don't know if the lighting will be increased, but oh, okay, it got increased. Mm, but I think it it hurts the eyes, right? So just wait. Mm, mm, this looks fine, right? Leave that. Leave that. But after doing a pop back, we are not using again not calling the function. And even I think Strava did have told about that when he was when he was explaining this lecture, right? If I do modify, right? But it was just for print one subsequence, right? Print true and false, right? Future recursion calls if get true, and this is for okay. The subsection we were doing this Here we don't need that condition. Why? Because every state of current is already set and all of them need to go into the answer, right? So we can't. But how it will work? As if we take empty array, first it will be empty, right? One will go in that. When we will apply the for loop, right? For I less than nums dot size, right? But here it will be index. But because after that we will do index plus one, uh, I plus one. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Current will be empty. Then in the current we'll have one. Then how it will be one and two? So because we are not taking, we are pushing back the values. Then it should be. It became two. Why? Because I think we did using that pop back. But when we just pop back, it will be one again, right? Why it will give two? From where the two will come? That we have to understand. Think of this as you take this is suppose take one, take two, take two. So instead of explicitly writing take numbers index, don't take numbers index. We say from this position on, we're try choosing every possible element. This is duplication modification. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's why we did sorted the array first, right? Um, so if condition is simple, I think if I is more than index, how the yeah, we have to understand about this part. So nums I is to the previous nums I value, right? That's true. We have to continue. Continue means we just skip that value and Holy shit, people have just gone. So it's been around 1 hour 38 minutes, right? Okay. It's the most constraints. Forget the second condition. Sonia, what are I index? We have two different variables. Index. Index is where did this recursion level start? Okay. And I guess which element I am currently trying. So imagine nums is this 0 and 2. Suppose we call it an index 0. The loop starts. Okay. Within the same recursion level. Then as the loop moves, I is equals to index plus 1. Now we are considering another choice at the same level. That's exactly when we start for checking duplicates. Right? If we take 1 and 2, and again if 2 will come, we will skip that. But index will increase, right? If index now this time to open the notebook and do some things. Index will be 1, then one value will be index will be 2, then index will be 3, right? What the wait. 9:32 it's happening, we have no time. So because we only want to skip a duplicate, if it is not the first choice. First I is true. No, so we don't perform the duplicate check. We allow one. Second iteration, but before that iteration, this will already happen, right? For the empty array, then index will be 0. First iteration will be 0. Num size equals to 1. Then second iteration 2. Now yes. So now we are allowed to check I minus 1. When I will be more than index, right? Because index will be keep changing for, but how the index will keep changing? As if we know that when we are making that function call again for, so we allow 2. Third iteration 2. This is true. Continue. We skip 2. Now here's the important part. Suppose we take the first 2, then do since I is 1. Okay. Index 2. What the how did that can happen? Because index did already have increased, right? It was 1, so it became 2. That means the third value. Notice what happened. So index 2, I more than index 2 is equals to false. Therefore, the duplicate check doesn't skip this second 2, and that's what exactly what we want. Take the second 2 index. This is the first choice at each as this recursive level. शायद नहीं मेरा तुमको जाए क्या पता ये क्या है ये फैसला मैं जाऊंगा मैं जाऊंगा ये समझ जरा nums one answer we choose two. Then I do this storm. What do our dryer of it in a very good way, right? Index 0 I 6012. Uh, um, yeah, in the answer we push back current after that. That's how the recursive call is being made inside the for loop. And yeah, inside the for loop. First we are pushing back the current element after checking, right? Okay, okay. Following can write it. We are again calling. It's not super. Hey, from where did this come? Came. This is not needed, right? We will name it as In this, we pass nums I plus 1 and current and answer, right? Validating pop back. Hey, where all the people are gone? It's Monday. People are just busy. Whew. Shit. Okay, somewhat. I think I'm able to understand this. Just the code was not written by us, but we were able to understand the logic. As even we do the same in the lectures, right? So, but the main thing is to understand what is happening, right? So, I was thinking how the recursion tree will be drawn. This that will be a good thing. I guess this. Okay, so we don't skip. Yeah, index has become one and current is one value. Notice the old version is name index one because you passed I plus one first. So we got one now loop starts to as mother index false. So we do skip, we take two, we push back that into the current. Now current is one and two because if one I plus one. Here I is equals to one, so alpha one equals to two. Here per call again. Now two, so we put back into the current as one and two installed. Now we start from I is equals to two. Duplicate check as mother index false. So we have this two. This is important. Take second two. And we push back. Now we have 1, 2, and 2 recursive call. Alpha function 3. And this we call. Now index 3. And this is this current at pushback current. We have 1, 2, and 2. So uh, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. 2 and level 2. Right? What will happen in that case? So we have this 7 and single to the loop doesn't execute. So this call finishes. Now we'll backtracking efforts. We turn to the previous helper index 2, 1, 2, then current dot pop back. So the current this loop has at level finished because there was on only I. So we turn to the helper function. Then it becomes 1 and 2. The loop at this level is finished because there was only I equals 2. So we turn to the helper function where I equals to 1 now. One backtracking again, we execute convert pop back now current is 1. This is extremely important. We just finished exploring 1, 2, 2. Now we are back to 1. The loop continues. Remember this helper has index 1. So now I equals to 2. What the we have nums 2 is 2, nums 1 is 2. Nums I minus 1. True. Oh, oh, oh. Index. Mhm. And I starts from the second value. So I is more than index, I is more than 0. True. But now 2 is false. So we don't skip, we take 2. Then again call this function. Now we'll put that into the current answer. Then we backtrack to now it's 0. To check true, true. So continue skip it. Why? Because using the second 2 as the first choice at this level would duplicate a branch and then that is starting the first final result. We get this. The only content picture. Drawback. Okay. Not it will be duplicate, right? Remove duplicate subset. That what we named it as. Fine. But we still need to understand this. This is not completed. The understanding is left to be understood. The things are left to be understood. We have to do the recursion tree and hey, there's a feature right in the Scully draw. Um, okay, yeah, shit. This is the optimize the puts. Hey, what it's saying, man. Okay, they have turned off that feature where we can use what type of time complexity is this? Big of n divided by c dot 2 into n. Take 2, skip 2, take 2. and still what's happening after if condition is still not clear. Okay, we can mark it as solved, but we have to understand this and do the draw the recursion tree. It's important. Hello Vedant, welcome to the stream. Oh great man. आपका डिनर हो गया? अरे मेरा तो अभी लंच चल रहा है यार. लंच. So first new subset second right. डिनर ये जो टाइम है डिनर का ये कभी फिक्स तो नहीं रहता है. कभी कभी बहुत जल्दी होता है, कभी बहुत लेट. कल मैंने डिनर करा था 12 बजे के बाद. कल स्ट्रीम में काफी वो हो गया था ना, इंटरेक्शन मुझे लगता है काफी काफी सही. मतलब जरा जो एक फ्लो चाहिए, एक प्रॉपर फ्लो बन रहा था. राइट. ऑडियंस भी थोड़ा सा एक मूड में थी. अभी जस्ट नाउ आई हैव सॉल्व दिस. लाइक I try to understand this. Just there is a part which is somewhat understood, but still need to be understand. And but this is not. I think Striver haven't covered this, but it's in the Striver A to Z sheet. Okay. Hey, what do you think about stable? So, system, what happens in that? Oh, it's not available. Combination subset someone should be available. So what's happening? What are you doing right now? Okay, 2, then 3, and 2 and 3, 5. Okay, so we can do this. 2 to the power n time. This is very, I think that's really a good problem. And that we can pick on another day, not today. As recursion is, we will see. Like today, the flow will be not. I will be not be doing it in at late time. So, hey, what about your friends? Like, you have any friends? As the college has started, like, are you in contact with your friends, old friends, or the college mates? Okay, let's try to understand that part. Let's see. No, no one. Currently, no idea. Directly, a direct surprise. And what about the old friends, like from the school or? or the college. Is the lighting good, or should I change the lighting? I think the lighting is good. What happened to the hairs? Oh, oh, oh. So, you have any story that you want to tell about? Like, you have any close friends with whom you can share things? Like, who you feel that okay, this is a guy, this is the guy with which I can share anything, and he's able to know about me, like if I'm the problem, or like who you can consider as your best friend, right? I have them. Okay, that means there are so many. So you don't have any suspicion, right? Like if someday they will change, or okay, no, they are with me. Oh, that's something good, like great. If they are with you from childhood, that's then I think that this thing will be maintained for a long term, right? Um, Great man. Many people don't aren't able to find those type of friends, or like there are some things. Yeah, but I think you are a different type of guy. Like you are not into just assume that okay, these are just the friends, right? Hope so. Name, yeah. But now that he has changed in college, it is a different matter. अरे सबका बचपन वालों की बात अलग हो सकती है, थोड़ी थोड़ी सी, लेकिन वो भी लोग आज का जमाना ही ऐसा ही हो गया थोड़ा सा। वेट, हेलो हेलो हेलो, हेलो ऑप्शन, हेलो यूनियन। क्या टाइमिंग है भाई आप लोग? मुझे लगा टाइमिंग थोड़ी गड़बड़ है, एक एक मैच खेलते हैं बीच में। अभी ओके यूनियन केम, या आई जस्ट सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लम, एंड लाइक थोड़ा बहुत अंडरस्टैंडिंग हुआ है अभी कि क्या क्या चीजें हो रही, थोड़ा बहुत बचा हुआ है, और उसका रिकर्जन ट्री ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा, तब जाके ये थोड़ा सा और अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हैं कि प्रॉब्लम में हो क्या रहा है, राइट? मैंने लिंक शेयर कर दिया है, जिसको भी ज्वाइन करना है वो वी कैन स्टार्ट द गेम, एंड इन बिटवीन वी कैन हैव द टॉक अबाउट द थिंग्स। व्हाट्स योर अपडेट ऑप्शन शैडो? शैडो, व्हाट्स योर अपडेट? Okay, Yash has joined the room. You guys are, should I start or you guys are okay? Vedant, I think Shadow is, yes, Shadow, if you want, you can also join the room. Just you have to click on the link and you will be able to join this. This is a type of a game where we have to take a guess. between having. Oh, there was only 2 seconds left to be. It was just near that. Don't know, whenever I start scribble, people don't know from where people just. Zoop, 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 zoop. I think it's something like of no, no. And Vedant, today you will have to. Okay, don't cheat anyone. Yeah, I think I've seen this. Wait, don't cheat. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Okay, Shadow joined the stream. Shadow. It's Shadow's turn. Hmm, spider. Okay. Spider marks. Shit. What? What it is? Mm-hmm. ID agreement. Next, what to do? Everyone will get a chance. There are 3 rounds, and now the second round has started. We have to take a guess, and everyone will get a chance to take the guess. And then the person will, with the most points, will win. Will come first. Balloon. Uh, oh, oh, man. What is this? Okay. Okay, it's a yo-yo. It's that ball. Word draw करना. No, like yeah, the word you will choose, you will have to draw that thing. And even you can confuse the people by drawing something else, but I think you shouldn't do it. Right? Yeah, we have to draw. You are right. What is this? This is a boy, man. See, what is this? Elf. What the man? It is a animal, right? Yeah. Uh, Even a guy left the room. He just got. He would have thought that okay, what the thing is this, man? It's just uh, very irritating. Helicopter, ice cream. Okay, true. Fee, trophy. Okay. Oh, fee. Okay. Woo. Not understand game. Oh, no problem, man. Even we don't understand some of the times that what we will be drawing. Yes. But it just whenever a chance will come, we will choose a word and we will just draw that. And we have to take a guess here. We have to just type in this box like what is that. We can take multiple guess, and based on that guess, we will get some points whenever we will be correct. Right. In the end, we will get a leaderboard where people's rank will appear. Oh, hey, what the? Market. What type of market is this? Now I know people will be able to guess very quickly. What happened, Shadow? Yeah, Vedant. Should we start the okay? We will start it again after few time. Sorry, after 10 to 15 minutes. But man, how you are able to guess just when my chance comes and how you how you are able to guess that fast? Even the harder words. Oh, what ice cream? What type of ice cream? I oh, but then how the results will be fair? How will have fair uh, gameplay? So what ice cream you are like going to get? But let me go. I will come after 1.5 hours. Okay. I don't know if I will be here after 1.5 hours, but if you come study, how much study you are doing, man? Before this, you said that. Oh, before you said that you did have, I think already gave 2 hours, right? Okay, but that's good. I think we will meet again tomorrow. But I think Vedant will be here and you're going. So that's okay. Just go and study. I was YouTube unable to do. What? This problem, subset part 2. You're talking about this? Study. Then now you're going to study by own, right? You're going to self-study. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Someone is watching. This thing is very silent. I don't know who is that guy. Who are you, man? Oh, you. Then what you did have done? Like when you were gone before this, when I did started the stream, you said that okay, I will be back. What you studied in that time? Like what thing that you're unable to find on YouTube, or like that you said that you watched on YouTube, but you are unable to study. Like what is that topic? Maybe linguist two. Linguist two. You're talking about doubly linguist. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, I have seen the example of this. When here we have fast and slow pointer, right? Oh, a great man. Here, like I just in the evening time, I saw this a little bit. Here we have to find if all the notes are correct. We will have two pointers as far as I've seen it right here. It's two pointers, and we have to check At the end, the I and the J pointer, like the both pointers should be pointing at the same point. And hello, Krish, welcome to the stream. Have you done the linked list? No, man. But I think I will be doing that. But there are some other plans going on in my mind. And welcome to the stream. What's your update? Now we can have a dragon, right? Okay. Who's Priya, man? Priya joined the room. Priya, are you still here? Hey, oh, okay. Amul Frostic. Man, I was fine. Like, just change the tab and there we have these people, Yash and Priya, right? I think it's so now you are having the stream. Um, what's this? CRIV stump. Okay. Yes, I'll watch and enjoy while I watch your gameplay. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Wait, I think I should close this. Right? It's just giving me some. Now I think it's looking. You are. Priya guessed the right word? Okay. No. Barcode. It was looking like a window. What the? Priya, are you? This is the water, and lake. At least I got 80 points. Right. Hey, Priya, I haven't seen you before on the stream. From where you guys are directly joining the room? I think Priya, where are you going? Okay. Mm-hmm. Nice try. Great. Yes. यश कल स्कूल आ गया आएगा. Okay, so Yash is your friend. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, okay, nice. Mm-hmm. But we have to draw something. We don't have to tell the word. We will tell about that what it is, then it will be very easy, right? What it is about. Scribble. That's why we get multiple colors. Or okay, no. Hmm, something orange. Mm-hmm. What's the smell? Fish. Mm, something type of fish. Oh, oh. Forest fire. It was fire. Someone is cheating. I think someone is. Who the? I am having a suspicion on like who is Priya. I think Priya is a guy, but here's changed his name. Wait. Okay, this is a ice cream. Mm-hmm. Man, it looked like somewhat type of a magnum, but other things ingredients are different. Hey, you are this guy girl, Priya? No, you are this girl, Priya. Who is this Priya? Zoom. Think I'm live. I think I'm still live. I'm still live. Hello, hello, hello. Man, the electricity has gone. So, wow. But we will still continue to do the live until the agenda that like we picked. Oh shit. Or just where should I put the mobile phone? Okay, there was a light bulb which I have. I think I should use it in this room. Mm, I think I'm visible. Inverter. No, no. But yeah, next time also it will be available. Uh, what should we do now? I think we should cover this part that we were trying to understand about. Or you guys want to play Scribble, but when I will start the Scribble, it will just um, consume a lot of GPU power. Okay, wait, what I can do? Okay, so I think I should close these things, right? You are doing musti? You want some musti? Mhm. Okay. Okay. The reaction should be somewhat. Okay. That's a problem, right? Where are you going, man? Reaction should be somewhat. You going to study? Let's do 287. What is that? Hello, man. Welcome back to the stream. Where are you going, man? Okay, lead code together. Going to study? Man, but it should be of my level, right? That I can pick that. Oh, 287. What is? Where is my mind going? Lead code 287. Find the duplicate number. I did have already done this before. Um, wait. Yeah, but it was. But I think we can apply another approach, right? Hash. No, binary search. Okay, we can apply binary search. Um, mhm. Yeah, we can do it using binary search. In that, the time complexity will be reduced, right? Binary search. Okay, we can. Well, light is back. Light is back. So I'll just turn this off. And whoever who's just came for the first time, for now you can subscribe to the channel and hey, Union, by which method you want to, like by using which method you want to do it with this problem. We can do it using Freud's cycle returns finding algorithm, but I don't know about that yet, as I haven't learned about that, or this is what pigeonhole principle. But I think I can do it using binary search this time. Or bit manipulation is not that strong, but I think I can apply the binary search. But the array will be, we have sorted the array. So here, what we can do, should we do this or should I continue understanding that problem? Why the stream is behaving strange? If that will come, we can try that off. If not, we'll try it next day. Right? We can save it for next day. So now we can maximize the screen. So Walking to the- Wait, I was thinking to watch someone. No, he's not live. So what happens after that if condition that you are understanding about, like current or pushback, we know that if this is more than index, then we have to continue. Uh, if that is true, then we will continue, right? If any of the condition will be false, we will put back the current element into the current vector. Now this is the new function recursive call, right? Here it will be the recursive recursive call. Sorry. What happened to the as you can see why this is happening because of that fever thing that I told about. Even in between, I was in the eyes some problem. And due to the fever, you are your method doing what? What you're saying? I think the stream is still live. Hello. No man, just I have seen that approach. I don't know. I haven't used slow or fast pointer, right? But what we can do, like I can do it using binary search for now. That comes under Floyd's cycle finding algorithm, right? I haven't just covered it. Like I don't know about that algorithm yet. Again, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. Well, why is this for the past 3 or 4 days just been happening around? One question: how you identify we have complexity? We have man. I have just a little basic understanding. Like after seeing a for loop or in the recursion, I just got some basic idea of how we can find time complexity. I will not say that I'm great at that. I will have to rewatch the time complexity video from Striver, I think. Then after that, I will be able to easily identify in any code, right? Like when I did understood about binary search or okay. Hello Geeky, welcome to the stream. Um, I know how to find. Okay. Like in recursion, it's more different, right? And if you talk about the normal code, then in that we see in terms of n number of operations, right? As far as I know, as when I was watching from Upload College, it was not that much clear. By the way, in which question, which time complexity we have to use busing question like we do brute force, linear search, right? Like we will traverse the array for a single time and we will go on to every other value for just one time. right? Okay. Like there was a guy who told me about uh, time complexity comes in matter at a very different stage. Like as for a beginner, don't know who that guy was, but yeah, he's on the YouTube. But I think time complexity is needed to be done, right? It's a very important thing. I think even I've told about it. Like yeah, these are the things which I am thinking to cover. That recursion and some sorting algorithms. After that, basics and time and space complexity. See if we apply binary searching in this research made by mid. Yeah, I know about binary search. Binary search will not work. Why? Uh, like if the array is sorted, we have to find the duplicate number. What we can do, we can compare it with the okay, compare it with the neighbors, right? But we can also check for if the array is odd or even. Or what we can do, we can check for it if it is suppose if it's odd array, right? We are middle maybe this 4. When we check for the neighbors, if it's not equals to this or not equals to this, then okay. But it will be in a sorted format. Then it will be like wait 1 2 2 3 4, right? So when we will sort that, it will be like 1 2 2 3 4, right? And then okay, but it will be uh, okay, wait. Instead of taking this, we can do one thing that it will be very easy. So you just change it to 1 2 3 4 and 4, right? Now, how we will identify that? So that's the yeah, you are right. But we also have to check for if the array is odd or even. I think as if suppose this is an odd array, right? We know that this is an odd array. Odd array, right? And here, suppose mid is this 3. This is mid. I'm sorry, but I'm not sure what to do. That's what I'm like trying to tell you about. Like, suppose this is the mid. Okay, this is the mid. We get the mid by doing start plus and minus start divided by 2, right? So we get the mid. Then we will check for its neighbor if this is not equals to this or this is not equals to this. But here, if 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 we are on the middle, right? We know that if 3 is not equals to its neighbor, then it's not a deep click value. And if it's not equals to this, we know that okay, this is also not equals to that. But so how we will decide in which what will be the next search space, right? Okay, BS doesn't go left or right if it goes right. Okay, wait, let me think. Okay, in this case, I think if it's not equals to suppose one of its neighbor, right? Then we know that okay, this part should be discarded as there will be only one value left. And but there is problem, right? It's not the case about that. Suppose if it's not equals to that, but that doesn't mean that here it can't be two, right? Or double twos. Okay. Yeah. But I think we have given a range from 1 to n, right? That's the range. Okay. Hey, we can do it. Can't we do it using set, like another set, and we will just try to find that duplicate, and we will just return that duplicate. Two pointed first fix I and move J return I. But I think even in that case, the time complexity will be the same. It will be easy, but I think you're talking about another method, right? It's not binary search. I was just checking if it's allowed or not. Expected member name. We should specify. How you identify which complex we have to use this? Time complexity? No, I'm just doing something else. Just was doing some experiment. Okay. But we'll have to use while. Okay. So how you compare I and mesh when it will not move? No, no, I was just thinking about a method, but you're right. Like it was, you can say it was a type of experiment that we were doing. Okay. Man, you tell me, like how much DSA have you done? Like you haven't told about yourself before. I think like on what topic you are right now? You are doing linguist, right? So have you done recursion? Have you done recursion before? Someone has came on the stream. Hey, where you gone, man? Hello, Joker. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Hello. So, so new helper. If it's again does so one is saved, then you can answer this. Then loop start. It's the own loop start. I as well. And just continue. Hello, sorry. Hello, sorry. What happened, man? Joker. Oh, don't there this guy have came. His name is Joker. He's just not saying something. Yeah, in between you were gone. I was just having doing some experiment with this problem. I did have already solved this before in June, but Union was okay. Hmm. Okay, you are going according to the frequency, right? If frequency will be more than one, then we will return that value. But don't you think that in that case, the time complexity will remain the same as here? If I already did this thing, but here again, if it's equals to big of n, right? And even if we apply your method, it will be giving the same time complexity or big of log n. But why you think that it will give big of log n? Big of log n. But don't you think that in the worst case, like we are using a for each loop and okay, wait. right, on the map. I don't think that. What about this? What about this? For int x, this for loop or nums, wouldn't it give big of n? Right? We are traversing the nums array and putting the values into the, like increasing the frequency of the same integer values. What do you think about that? Oh yeah, it's yeah, right, big of n log n. Uh, I think it is. Don't you think that it is more, like it's more than the previous one if we are just using the for loop, right? And just comparing I with I minus one. Don't you think that it's even more than that? But it can be a method. Hey, what's your approach, man? Like how you uh, मैं आपको समझ नहीं पा रहा हूँ, मतलब करना क्या चाहते हैं? I can't wait for 2 minutes. Oh, why, man? I think it's a problem. Don't you think that it's a problem? Array, you can. Then why you why you aren't not watching any following any playlist for the DSA? Like if you will go in this random manner for till what time you will be doing that, man? You will have to be somewhat in that flow, right? Like till how much time you will be in a random manner. It can be, it is acceptable for some of the times, but I think for the long run you will have to follow a sequence. Okay, then why you aren't okay? But okay, so these solutions that you did told me about was given wholly like it was given by yourself, or you did watch some video on that. I think if it was given by you, only you, then I think that's good, man. You are in a very good state. Then um, okay, I think of map but can't code chat GPT code. Man, if you're not comfortable, you can even use Hindi as some words you are using. I don't know why I am unable to understand that, or maybe okay. I think for that you need to first understand about the maps, right? The containers. Then I think you will be good in that. Map. Okay, we'll have to cover this in our first meal now. I couldn't use the maps, so I used ChatGPT to look for a solution. Okay. Even there was a time when I was used to get stuck at that. So what I did for that, I got to know, okay, Apna college was not covering those things. So I did cover those things by using ChatGPT. I did learn some of the basic functions of those from ChatGPT. Even you can try that. You have to go, and as you can see, if you will see from okay, day 59 to day 64, right? I was doing just some hashing based problems, like in which I did use hash maps and hash sets, right? Like hash set was going good, but even map, I think map needs some time to be understood. हाँ okay. या अरे एकदम भाई मैं समझ रहा हूँ पूरा। ये तो मेरे साथ भी हुआ था, चाहे बोल रहा हूँ। उसके लिए मुझे ये अपने आप से खुद ही कवर करना पड़ा, और अभी भी कुछ गैप्स हैं। और सिर्फ मैप से नहीं, मैंने कवर करा है स्टैक, राइट। बहुत टाइम नहीं लगता है इसको कवर करने में। एक था स्टैक क्यू, डीक्यू और प्रायोरिटी क्यू। बट इसमें मैंने कुछ बेसिक फंक्शंस देखे हैं, लेकिन अभी इस पे मैंने प्रैक्टिस नहीं करा हुआ। एक आइडिया है। चलो सोल्यूशन देखिए सुनता। ओके। एक पुश रिकर्स, कम बैक from that, then undo, then try next I. And okay, because when we did tick for the first one, then after that to skip that, we just pop back. Then again, it will be called. I think and what how we are returning from here is that because this for loop will end, this for loop work will be done, then we will be out of this function, and we will be in this function. We are returning the answer, right? Oof, the power set. I think we should do it on another day, right? Like again on the next, like tomorrow. We will have to revisit this. But in the revisit, we have to again, in that day, we will have to draw the recursion tree for this. And अरे भाई ये सब कहाँ से ला रहे हैं अपने सारे सोल्यूशन. Okay, so I think I should end the stream now. So what we did in today's stream was, I think I should mark this as solved, like revisit it as we have done this. But it is just a very basic thing, problem. Sorry. Okay, wait. So first problem revisited was find the duplicate number. Just use while for. So what we did in today's stream, if I summarize it, um, we did solve one equation, and that was subsets part two. Like we did take in help of AI to understand what will happen in that, as there was no lecture, or it was not supposed, but yeah, we just did that to understand what will happen or what we have to do, like what type of modification will be needed in that. Uh, but it's still not some things are not still clear. So we will make that thing clear in the next part, right? Okay, the time complexity of this will be a big of n into 200. Is it bad? How do we read this? Big of n times 2 to the power n. DC scale is very high exponential, but okay, it's more than 2 to the power n. So big of n into 2 to the power n, right? We will have to understand the time complexities, right? So that, okay. So after that, what we did, then we did visited our second problem. That was find the duplicate number, like it was told about from by a viewer, right? That let's solve this. So let's like I did just some experiment in which like I played the for while loop after that experiment, and it was not working. So that just I submitted that, and it just got submitted, and its time complexity was big of n, as we know. So I think today was a fine. We just did some new thing. So that was all for now. For now, you are gonna like the stream. You don't have to subscribe. You can subscribe. Okay. Like why I'm saying that you can subscribe is like when you will subscribe, what will happen when I will be live again, or I will upload a new video, then you guys will get a notification in your home feed that okay, this guy is live, and you can just again join the stream, and you can see watch me solving these problems or getting stuck onto a problem, or what is the thought process in which where I'm just trying to understand what is happening in the code, or what how we can understand a concept is even if we are not watching a lecture, right? Or what is the things needed, why we use a notebook when you are studying certain topics like recursion, or it can be any topic. So, and please do give reviews in the comment sections, like what new things should I come up with. Should I change something in my explanation style? Should I change something the way I'm learning recursion, or should I come up with something new? For now, joining the Discord is highly recommended. Here you can share what you are doing on a daily basis. Maybe you are working on a project, and even if just a part of it is completed, you can share that on the Discord. We can review that. Like I am trying to create a community of good people who can help each other grow together. Right, that's the purpose of this community. And yeah, and what we will do tomorrow, we will do revisit this, but in a good way. The leftover part is still to be still needed to be understood, right? Like not understood when we will draw the recursion tree. I think that will be that will get clear, uh, right? And also, I think tomorrow we can pick another new problem, but we will see that. Maybe it can be subset sums that Striver have done, but I think we can do it by self. Just there is needed to be a condition that every time we are adding that into the, we have to return the sums, right? So we can add the, we can use a for loop for the current vector, and yeah, and we can add the sum of all the values that the sum, and all the sum values will be put into a single array. I think this will be just, there will be some changes that will be needed in the code. So we can try this tomorrow. And yeah, that was all. In the end, I will just say, just keep learning. Thank you all for the new stream. In the end, I will just say, keep learning and keep exploring things, and just start taking actions, and things will start to happen. Just go and start taking the actions, right? And stay hard. Just stay hard.